last couple of years, the Cleveland Browns, yes, they put together a team. I mean, honestly, some of the guys they have on this team are really exciting. And I think one of those players is second year. That's right, I said a rising star, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. From now on, in journalism, you learn after the first time you say someone's full name, you usually say the last name. I'm going to call him Joke because I'm not going to sit here for the next 5 minutes and try to give you guys and try to say that name. Try to give you an accurate representation of Joke. But his play is no joke. This man's a stud. That's why he's a second-year rising star. Part of our latest edition from the Sports Brief podcast, talking about all 32 NFL teams that have one player that could step up in year 2 for them. So, and Joke is one of those guys that, quite honestly, I was surprised he fell. What was it, 52 to the Browns a couple years ago in the 2021 NFL draft? Joke was supposed to be a late first-round draft pick. I'd seen him, I think, as high as 15. He was a guy that, played out of Notre Dame, flew around, and just really impacted that defense so heavily. And watching any amount of tape on him, I had over a 72.0 PFF grade, was just amazing. Dude just balled out, and I think he really did, in a way, kind of transform that Browns defense. Talking about getting them some help at linebacker. Had 76 total tackles for the Browns last year. Did have a sack and a half, and I do think that there's a lot to like here. I think when you look at some key games, he's a guy that has great closing speed, can cover. And I think he does not hesitate when it comes to going downhill and making tackles in the run game. And like I said, I'm excited for him. I think, moving forward, the Browns defense is going to be one that's very interesting, Myles Garrett and company. But, Joke is one of those guys that he's a building piece. He really is. When you talk about all these different guys you bring in that you want to be able to help set the tone, he is that guy, and I'm really excited about Joke because I think overall, when you have a defensive lineman, you have a player at every level of that defense that can make plays. I think it really is just a confidence booster for everybody else around there. Like this defense is actually surprisingly stacked. They got the quarterback position figured out this offseason. A lot of drama, but it's finally done. But a guy like Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, I said I wasn't going to say it again, but I'm going to give her a shot. I think he's going to be a guy that really is a building piece for this defense for many years to come. And I do think that, the question is always, okay, what's going to happen in year 2? What's the expectations? A guy that had 76 tackles, I think 100 tackles, is something that is very doable for him. I do question if they do want to take him out of coverage. I would vote to put him and let him be a more part of coverage because he has proven that is a good part of his game. So, and good coverage linebackers are hard. They are hard to find in the NFL. So if you can find a good one, you usually, go cover that running back and we'll talk about it later. That's usually what you really try to do because, like I said, it's tough to guard all these different players and all these different things. I think he's big enough to guard tight ends, and I think he's fast enough to guard wide receivers and running backs as well. So, he's a player that you really want to keep an eye on in this Cleveland Browns defense, and he's going to be a player that I think, does help them continue to make strides defensively that make them serious contenders moving forward. But let us know what you guys think about our Cleveland Browns second-year rising star in Joke, linebacker Joke. He's going to be, again, no joke. His play isn't no joke. He is an absolute stud. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. But also in the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. You guys know what to do. And if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the Cleveland Browns, our Cleveland Browns second-year rising star in Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.